Wah! We've arrived in Lockdonia at last! Watch out, locals! The Corona pirates are here! What are you gonna do about us, fairy godmother?
Hello, viewers. It's Philomena here again, your favourite fairy godmother and agony aunt. Well, what a week it's been. As usual, my postbag has been full to overflowing with all your problems, questions, queries and conundrums. It doesn't help that Baron Boris keeps changing his mind about the rules and regulations, and it gets very hard indeed to know how to advise you, but I shall do the best I can. I've had a letter from a young lady called Ruby, who opines,
Dear Fairy Godmother, I have been delivering food parcels once a week to elderly people in the village, including my dear grandmother, who is self-isolating in her cottage in the woods. I leave the food on the doorstep and speak to her through the window. Yesterday, I was most alarmed to see that my grandmother was not at all her usual self. She looked particularly unkempt. Her hair is long, and as for her nails, they are positively claw-like. Her teeth are in a dreadful state, and she was panting and drooling. I fear the isolation has caused her to go quite mad. When I was approaching her cottage, I heard terrifying growling sounds and then loud howls. I'm sure that a good haircut and a manicure, a makeover, and a visit to the dentist would do her the world of good and make her feel much happier. Have you any idea when domiciliary visits might be allowed?
opines, whines more like, whine, whine, whine. That's all these villagers do these days. I'm getting very fed up with it. Oh, wine. This is the sort of wine I need. Rich, red, ruby, ruby. Ah, Ruby. Well, firstly, what a marvellous young lady you are. So helpful and thoughtful. Your family and your dear grandma must be so very proud of you. I wish I could wave my magic wand to help her, but alas, my fairy magic doesn't work against the Corona pirates. Well, as you may know, chiropodists, beauty therapists and hairdressers are now getting back up and running, and you should be able to get an appointment for your grandma very soon, although there may be a waiting list. However, I do think that your grandmother may require a psychiatric or even psychological assessment, in which case I can put you in contact with the right people. Meanwhile, tell your grandma to think happy thoughts and all will be well, I'm sure. Cheers. Oh, I needed that.
Well, we all want to go to the pub, don't we? It won't be quite the same, though. Let's just dream for a moment. We're back before lockdown with all our friends. There's even a quiz on.
Good evening, all. Oh, it's nice to see you again. Now, who have we got? Oh, I can see Buttons and Cinders. Glad you managed to get the night off, you two. Hello there, Jack. You all right? Acclimatised now, back down to earth, eh? Oh, hello, Mr. Fagin. Oh, and Dodger too. Glad you could make it. Oh, that's a fine collection of handkerchiefs you've got there. Very useful. Oh, Aladdin's here now, and is your mum joining us, or is she busy with Zumba Wumba class? Oh, it's online knit and natter tonight, is it? She is a busy woman. Oh, hello there, fairy godmother. Give us a wave of your wand. Your wand, love. Yes. You'll need to unmute yourself. Yes. Bottom left of the screen. Yeah, that's it. Well, if that's it, we'd better make a start. Oh, hang on. There's someone else in the waiting room. Now, who can that be? Oh, just talk amongst yourselves. Well, hello, Mr. Corona Pirate, sir. This is a surprise. Well, I mean, I wasn't expecting you. Well, none of us was expecting you. I suppose I should say welcome, or rather not welcome, really, but as you're here, you might as well stay. You're not going anywhere in a hurry, you say, and intend hanging around some more. Oh, we thought you might be moving out of the village any time soon. No? You like it here? Oh, that's a shame, that is. Well, we'll all just have to learn to get along then, won't we? You've heard you'll have to live here for 10 years before you're accepted. Well, that's not really strictly speaking true, but in your case, it might take a bit longer. Anyway, moving swiftly on to the quiz. For those of you who don't know me, I am your host, Doc, at our new pub, the Boot and Slipper. The lads and I have been busy setting up whilst we've been waiting for the mine to reopen. It's certainly brought us together, the 7 of us, as a team, stopped all that squabbling and given us a project to focus on. We got the recipe for rhubarb gin from Joe. Hardy, that man. He's always out on allotments in all weathers. And we've got a variety of beers, Jack and Jill's Pale Ale, Cinderstrella and Old Tom Thumb. We can even do cocktails. Come and try a Dandini. We're doing food too, to include our village policeman's favourite, Irish stew. Irish stew in the name of the law. So, without further ado, on with the questions. Now write down the answers, no shouting out, and the quizmaster's answer is final. So, off we go then. It's a mixed bag tonight.
Ha ha ha! We'll need some exercise after all those crisps we've had at the quiz.
Welcome back to laundry, girls. I just want to show you one exercise today. Get yourselves sitting up nice and tall, and then for the advanced exercise then we're going to stretch to the left. Be careful of that back as you come back, and now stretch to your right. Very good. You've got a good teacher. Oh, stop filming, stop filming. Wow, thank you, Widow Twanky. Now, oh no, is that a Corona Pirate I see before me?
You won't get rid of us that easily. We'll drive you all mad. War, war, war.
And now to one of our wonderful backstage crew.
Oh, hello. I can guess what you're thinking. What on earth is she up to? Well, I'll let you into a little secret, shall I? Players need props. Lots of them. Even in lockdown. First up today is Jack's beanstalk. I'm just hoping this green twine will do the job so I can get on with Prince Charming's cape. Red velvet she wants, with a black fur trim. Faux fur will do, she says. Honestly, doesn't she realise we're in the middle of a pandemic? I mean, she's going to have to make do with bias binding. No one will notice. It's not even pando season. Sorry. It doesn't take much to get me stressed at the moment. That's the trouble. We're all stressed. And it's all the fault of those Corona pirates. It's terrible the effect they're having on people. I mean, they've started doing silly walks. Or they burst into song for no reason. Or tell rubbish jokes. I know a lot of people who do that. I mean, take my husband, for instance. Preferably a long way off. Oh, there I go again, making up my rubbish punchlines. Of course, there's a fancy name for it. It's called delusions of panto. And some people go on to develop full-blown PLS, which is Pantoloonie syndrome. The Corona pirates have sent them completely mad, so they think they really are Panto characters. It's no joke. I mean, the Wicked Queen was in Spa this morning in a wig and full costume, asking for poison apples and a magic mirror. I had to hide behind the drinks fridge in case she saw me and asked me to make her one. I mean, I haven't got time. Next, I saw Jack shouting outside the butcher's. Poor lad, he's got Pantourettes. He can't stop calling things out like, behind you, and oh no he isn't, and hello boys and girls, and what was it? Oh yeah, I haven't got the scrolls, it's just the way I walk. Then when I got home, there were 14 messages on my answer phone from the fairy, wanting more batteries for all those lights she keeps wearing. Wish I'd left them in the Christmas decorations now. The most extreme cases don't even know what Panto character they're meant to be. I mean, one poor soul, she's an optician one minute and a Zumba teacher the next. I've had to give her all my old specs and that bag of Lycra from the jumble. I hope those leggings fit. I think that's called post-Panto fatigue syndrome. It can affect anyone who's had to play more than one part in the same panto. I can sympathise with that. Yeah, I once had to play a villager, a weasel in full face paint, a bargee, whatever that is, and then a weasel again, all in the same scene. That was back in the day when I trod the boards. I was principal boy a couple of times, and yeah, principal girl. Even married Jack twice. Of course, I was bashful. The dwarf, I mean. And what else? Oh yeah, I was a pirate, a courtier, Dandini, an icicle. Oh, but my favourite was Tinkerbell. I did it on roller skates and had these lovely pink wings and a little wand. Oh, but the worst was that pig. I had to wear layers of padding and this horrible plastic nose. I had grooves in my cheeks for a week from the elastic. It's making me all hot and bothered even thinking about it. Actually, I've been feeling hot and bothered for about 2 weeks now. Yeah, and lately I keep getting all these weird episodes where I don't know who I am. I mean, when I got back from the village this morning, I was wearing a dirndl skirt, white tights, and a gingham apron. And you know what that means? It means I'm a villager. I don't want to be a villager because you don't get any lines and you have to learn all the song words. And they'll find out I lost that mob cap. And besides, I've still got all those costumes, boxes of them. Actually, I think I can remember where I put those roller skates, so do you think you could just make sure you finish off the beanstalk for Jack for me? I've got to go and find Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, if I can remember the way. Oh yes, it's second star on the right and straight on till morning. Wish me luck, children. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference.
She'll never get to Neverland. The Corona pirates will get her first. Arr! Now who's this? A new character's along the scene.
It's so annoying that I can't just pop up anywhere I like these days. Nobody to shock or tease or make jump. I used to go to everybody's houses and sleep on their beds. Now we're not even allowed in their garage. They used to feed me too. So now, if I want food, I have to walk all the way to the pool cafe. My paws are so sore. I couldn't just pop up at a table either. I have to book it in advance. Mostly, though, I have to stay at home and stay alert, keeping an eye on those unruly kittens next door. They keep coming into my garden and pooping on the lawn, and don't even wash their paws afterwards, or wear their masks properly. I've tried playing with some of my toys to keep me entertained. They're all right, I suppose, but I soon get bored.
Hello, Derbyshire cat.
Oh, it's you again, Alice. I suppose you have more questions.
Could you tell me how to contact the Queen of Hearts? I need help to get home. The trains aren't running, and there are always too many people on the bus, even though it's only half full.
Oh, you silly girl. That evil queen will never help you. If we find the White Rabbit, though, he may just help. I hear time has taken on quite a different meaning these days. He's no longer late, in fact, quite the opposite. He is still furloughed.
Thank you, Derbyshire cat.
Goodbye, Alice.
What a lovely cat. Now, who said Villager 2 never got any lines?
Take 47. I've had it pretty easy. Just stay at home, they said. Keep all the old folk out of sight while we hit this on the head. But how can I help? What can I do? I wanted to go out and fight. Staying at home just seemed wrong. I soon realised the advice was right. It was different for our heroes. There was never any doubt. Our brave essential workers who had to venture out. We raised funds for heroes and victims alike, climbing stair mountains alone, keeping together by staying apart, but many would never go home. The weather for weeks was on our side, full sun from early morn, until we were able to visit friends. Then we got rain and thunderstorms. But our lockdown now is easing, Boris has just said. So I must find some shoes and some proper clothes, and stop zooming from my bed. The end.
She's got the last word for now, or has she? Watch the next episode and see if the Corona Pirates win or lose.